probably know him. Jeff. And one morning, it was a cloudy morning. One morning we were meeting as we walked the dogs, and my dog would just run out, and his dog get a bit of exercise, you know. And every time we would talk, and he would give me a bit of a quote, or he'd give me a little, or something like that. And every time I would leave, he'd give me something to think about. But this one day, he pulled out a measuring tape. I thought at first he's going to measure something in the park. I thought, what is he going to measure? What does he have to? He pulled out the measuring tape, and this is true. He says to me, Grant, what is the average age? What is the average age of males in the UK? I said, I don't know. 75 perhaps? He said, no, it's 78.8. How's that for detail? 78.8. Some of us has gone over that, isn't it? He's a shepherd, bless him. He says to me, 78.8, the average years of a male in the UK. He then asked me the question, he says, Grant, how old are you? I said at the time I was about 43, 42, 43. He pulled out the measure and he showed it to me. Now this guy is not a Christian. He gave me a lesson. He then says to me something so profound. He says, Grant, it seems to me that you have lived most of your life and you've got about 30 years left. I thought, who's this guy? Tell me how much I got left. He ain't no Jesus. He says to me, you got about plus minus 30 years left. And then he says to me, truly no. He says, what are you going to do with those 30 years? This guy is no pastor, he's not a Christian. He asked me this question, what are you going to do with those 30 years you got left? When I think about it, I get goosebumps just playing that in my mind again. Scary question. What are you going to do with the 30 years you got left? And he says to me, 30 years will be over just like that. I decided that I made a decision that I'm going to live my life with a purpose. With a purpose and for a purpose. That's what I decided coming from that conversation. I decided that I'm going to live my life for something that is bigger than myself. Something that will outlive my life. I decided that day that I'm going to live my life and I'm going to be the best father I can. I'm working on that. The best husband I can. I'm working on that. And make this community a better place.